Hello, welcome to Spy Money. I'm going to show you the bot running live after this. I'm going to go ahead and give you the details of what happened, and then you can watch the bot run unnarrated. So you can see, it enter and exit the trades and all that. There's no hanky-panky. It's just a bot running 100%. What I did was set my bot to where it would shut off once it made $500. And that's our daily goal, is to make $500 per contract. If I were, since I'm running one contract, it's about $1,000 margin. So what we look for is $500 on it. One thing that you have to understand is that the majority of America doesn't make $500. So the majority make anywhere from $200 to $300 a day. So if you expect a lot more money than that, just run two contracts instead and then go for $1,000. So here are the profit and loss during the day of running it. I turned it on, let's see, when did I turn that on? The first trade was at 9:20 this morning. I run the bot on another account earlier and hit my goal, and then I thought, well, I'm going to go ahead and run it at the open. I normally don't run the open, and I'm going to show you the difference between this. But if we go to the performance, it's showing that we made $540. There were $1,445 worth of wins, $905 worth of losses. There were a total of 3 losses and a total of 5 wins. So we had 8 trades on it, and but that's the statistics on it. And the drawdown, the most we had was right at about $400 was the max drawdown, and we ended up making the $540. So you add in the commissions, that's about $500 time you pay out the commissions on it. And let's go ahead and look at this and analyze our trades. Again, this is 100% bot run, no touching it. So our first trade was a winner here, our second trade was a winner here, so there's $400 there. No, I'm sorry, let's see here. First, it almost made the second trade there. It ended up losing on the second trade. No, here it is. There's a short. So there's a winner, and then this short was a loser, and then this entered here and was another loser. So there's 2 losers back to back right there. And then we had another winner, and the bot never entered here because we don't enter going into levels. So the bot held us out of this because of this level. Would it have made money? No, it wouldn't have. So the bot did good by not entering the trade there. Then we had another winner here. This one right here was a loser. This was actually looked like a good trade to me. Ended up being a loser. Then we had another winner, a winner. Right here's another winner, and then there's a winner. And then it picked up this a little bit and closed itself out because we had a P&L set on the bot to automatically shut off. And as it turns out, that was actually good that it did, because that went down to $160. This one right here would be a winner right here if it had entered. So the bot shut itself off, and that's what we want to do. We want to set our P&L for what we want and let the bot run, and we want to monitor it though. There's times that, like this one right here, I wanted to go ahead and move my take profit all the way up to there. I didn't do it though because I wanted the bot to run all the whole thing. This one right here, I would have, when that entered, I would have put my profit target down in here, so I would have actually made more money. The least I'd made is $345 instead of the $200. So once you move the targets and so forth, sometimes it'll help you, sometimes it'll go against you. I personally like to just set the bot, let the bot run and do what it wants to do, and that way you can rely on the back-tested settings that you've done that usually work out. You just because you want to move the profit target up here don't mean it's going to go. A lot of times when it takes that profit, actually almost every time, as soon as it takes profit, there is a sigh of relief that you made money, and it works real well. So this is the bot itself, the entries. Now I want to show you something. I normally don't run until after 9:45, so let's just look at that and see how that would have worked. So the first trade, that's 9:43. I probably would have turned it on by then, but let's say we turned it on at 9:45. There's one trade a winner, two trade a winner, and then this one right here would not have been a winner, but this one would have been a winner. So you would have still been out at that point with your $500 trade. So you'd actually see you'd been, so it'd been 2, 4. You'd actually made it on this one because yeah, you would have been out on this one. It would have closed out here. So you would have had 3 trades instead of 8 trades on this. So you would have been less trades and had 3 winners at 100% win rate and been done. So it's not going to be 3 full trades. It's going to be 2.5 trades. And that's all we're looking for. If we can get $500 and get our 50% goal, that's all we need. So I'll run more of these videos for you. A lot of people ask about the bots and they want to be able to just turn a bot on and let it run. And this particular bot, you can do that. It's a sniper bot. It does a real good job. It's probably my best entry bot that I have. The coaster bot does a good job, but there's some mixed signals in there. We compare it to the sniper, and the sniper is usually, almost always a winner, especially going with the settings that we use. So it works out real well. Love to see you get joined up. As soon as you get joined up, you'll have the settings for this. Go ahead and get signed up. Get it started today. You could turn this bot on today and maybe hit your goal today. So if you have any questions or anything, let me know. Have a great day. Hi, welcome to Spy Money. How you get started with Spy Money and get your bots and indicators and strategies and so forth is you go to spymoneyllc.com. Once you go here, you're going to go up to, well, before we start there, you can start by putting your first name, last name, and email address and subscribe to our free live webinars. So anytime I have a live webinar, I send out an email to everybody. A lot of times social media and YouTube and such, you won't get the information until the next day and the meeting's already over. And I had that a lot, so I decided to go ahead and make it to where you can get set up on an email. We don't sell the information or anything like that, so you don't have anything to worry about that. We don't bombard you with a lot of different things. The only thing we do is on this particular one is we send out the webinars. So get signed up for that, and that way you can have those. If you're ready, which I would think you would be, go ahead and click on Lease Program at the top. When you click on Lease Program, it's going to bring you over and talk to you about the lease. The first month is $1,000. We discount it $300, so you can take that $300 and put it in a live trading account so you can trade some micros, and that'll help you get started. Get your feet wet, make a little bit of money. And then once you get comfortable with it, then you go ahead and add more money, trade minis, and you start trading the way the bot traded earlier. So on this one, there is one thing: bots are not set it and leave it system. You want to be managing that bot. You want to watch it. You don't want to turn a bot on and go to work. It's just not what we do. So come down here and we talk about the bots that we have. We have Coaster and Sniper. I'm getting ready to add Snatcher to it. Sniper is the bot of choice. It does a very good job, and right here's the indicators we use, and I've got a little description out from several of these that say what they are. The main exit, there's an entry down here. Where is that one? There's the main trend. Here's the main entry, which is Sniper. So that's our main entry indicator we use, and then we have some where we take profit and so forth. Then we have frequently asked questions. These are the main questions that I get from people. Read through this before you sign up, and it will probably answer some questions that you may or may not have had and help you get started. One thing is the system. Your PC needs to have at least 16 gig of RAM in order to run this, so you need to make sure your computer's fast enough. Once you agree to all that stuff, then I want you to read through these 14 items. I want you to make sure that you understand what you're getting into and what the rules are and so forth. If you agree to these, then I want you to copy these like this. You highlight and then copy. Then go up here to the Contact Us. When you go to Contact Us, it's first name, last name, email, phone number, and right click and put your information here. By doing that, that tells me that you read those 14 items and you agree to them, and then click Submit. Once you do that, you will get an email letting you go ahead and join. The reason I do this is because I want to make sure that everybody understands what the rules and regulations and all that is. I don't want any surprises later for people. So get started, help you out, and move forward from there. We do have a VPS offering. We have partnered up with one. If you're going to do this, do the high performance. I need to change this, but you want to do the high performance. The reason being is you need at least 16 gig RAM. This one will not work. So make sure you sign up for the high performance or the pro, one of these two, and that will work. What this will do is allow you to access a computer in La La Land, somewhere in the cloud, to where you can have everything set up on your VPS, which is the same as another computer, and you can access it from any computer or phone, tablet, or whatever you have access to. So you can access it with all that. And that'll help you, like if you're a traveler, you're at home, your work, you can have everything just accessed from another system. Again, the lease program, get started on it. Once you do this, there's going to be a few things you're going to do. You're going to have a platform to download, which is the Spy Money platform. You're also going to have your brokerage account. So my platform will access your brokerage, and the two brokerages that we use are ampfutures.com and we use optimusfutures.com. Check with Rhythmic Data. You can use CQG on AMP, but you're better off just do Rhythmic, and it works with everything. If you don't have a brokerage and you don't have the money put in it, you can go up here to Funded Account. A funded account, what it does is they give you the money to trade on, and you have to choose Rhythmic Data only. It will not work with Tradeify. It only works with Rhythmic Data. There are three right here we recommend, and I personally kind of lean to the take profit because you get faster payouts, and there's no rules with your payouts. If you make the money, you get paid, and that's the one thing I like about them. You can do up to 5 accounts. You click on this right here, and it will open up and use the coupon code NOFEE30, and that will be the only price you pay. I think it's $110 to sign up for a 50,000 account, which is all you need, and you just go ahead and trade it. It works real well. The BluSky works real well, but you can only have up to $100,000 worth of accounts. So 50, that means you can have 2 accounts. You can have 5 with take profit. With Apex, you can have up to 20 accounts, but sometimes when the copy trader works, it doesn't work real good with that. And I think that with the take profit, it just works. We've not had one issue with it. So I'm not sure what the difference is. They're all three good companies. Apex is cheaper initially, but then you have to pay $130 to sign up for a live account. So you end up spending about $50 or $60 per account more for this one than you do take profit. So I think I kind of lean to the take profit. But again, all three of them work really well. They're good companies, and they stand behind their products, so whichever one you want. And get started on it. Sign up today. We want you to get moving immediately. I have complete instructions on the website in order to know what to do. So it should work out good for you. If you do have any questions once you get signed up, just reach out to me. Once you get signed up, you'll have support tickets, and just create a support ticket. I usually answer those within a couple hours. Sometimes it's the next day, depending on the time, but it's usually within a couple hours. But let me know what I can do to help you. We want to get you started today and get you making money immediately. Have a great day.